So this is keto form, and this is enol form. So in solution, keto form and enol form exist in equilibrium. And this process of equilibrium is called keto-enol tautomerism. So the process of equilibrium is called keto-enol tautomerism. Keto-enol tautomerism can be acid catalyzed or it can be base catalyzed. So we can have acid catalyzed keto-enol tautomerism, or we can have base catalyzed keto-enol tautomerism. Let us discuss about base catalyzed keto-enol tautomerism. So if I have keto form and this is treated with base in aqueous medium, we will have enol form. So this is keto form and this is enol form. Base catalyzed enol formation occurs due to acidity of alpha hydrogen of keto form. If you see the keto form, this carbon is alpha carbon. So these hydrogens are alpha hydrogen. Basically in this molecule we have 6 alpha hydrogen because this carbon is also alpha carbon and corresponding hydrogen is alpha hydrogen. So for this molecule we have 6 alpha hydrogen. Alpha hydrogen is acidic. Is acidic in nature. And this can be seen by making the corresponding conjugate base. So this is the corresponding conjugate base of this as acid. So if this is acid, we have corresponding conjugate base. And this conjugate base is resonance stabilized. And that's why we say alpha hydrogen is acidic because corresponding conjugate base is stabilized by the resonance. So alpha hydrogen is acidic because conjugate base is resonance stabilized. So in the first step of mechanism, we have deprotonation. So let us consider mechanism of base catalyzed ketoenol tautomerism. So first step is deprotonation. Of alpha hydrogen. So we have keto form and base pulls this proton, this bond goes here. So we will have enolate ion. So this molecule is called enolate ion. Enolate ion is resonance stabilized. So we can write resonating structure of enolate ion. So this goes here and this goes here. Now the next step is protonation. That is protonation of enolate ion. So enolate ion gets protonated. So if I protonate oxygen, we will have enol form. So let us protonate oxygen. So it can take H plus from water and we will generate enol form. So this is enol form. Now these all steps are reversible. So important point, that is the enolate ion. If oxygen gets protonated, we will have enol form. If carbon gets protonated, we will have keto form. So if I protonate this carbon, we will have CH3, that is your keto form. So if oxygen in enolate ion gets protonated, we will have enol form. And if carbon gets protonated, we will have keto form. So intermediate, that is enolate ion, is important. So this is the intermediate, that is the enolate ion. Now if oxygen gets protonated, we will have enol form, and if carbon gets protonated, we will have keto form. So we can go from keto to enol by the intermediate of enolate ion. So keto can change, enol form can change into enolate ion and then it can generate keto form. Or other way, keto form can change into enolate ion and it can generate into enol form. So basically we can convert keto to enol and enol to keto. So there is an equilibrium. So we have equilibrium between keto and enol form. Only alpha hydrogen participates in enolization. Beta gamma hydrogens are not acidic. They does not participate in enolization or ketoenol tautomerization. So if you see this molecule, this carbon is alpha, this carbon is beta, and this carbon is gamma. So here we have alpha hydrogen, this is beta hydrogen, and here we have gamma hydrogen. So only alpha hydrogen is acidic and participates in ketoenol tautomerism. Ketoenol tautomerism is also called enolization. Also called enolization. So this is about base catalyzed ketoenol tautomerism.